I am Tracy Wilson with Toursy, Tours by Tracy, and I am collaborating and partnering with SWIRCA More and Collette. I'm connecting our community. I'm connecting SWIRCA to the rest of the world through Collette Tours. We'll get into a discussion. We're here about Southern Charm for next September 26th through October 2nd, 2021. This tour highlights Charleston, Savannah, and Jekyll Island. And you are going to get the best of those areas. You're going to get touring. You're going to have free time, wonderful locations to have some time, history, deep South culture and cuisine, beaches, gardens. It is, whether you've been to the area or this is a bucket list for you, it's a great tour because you're going to have professionals guide you through. So probably if you've been on your own. Now we're going to take over and just spoil you rotten. With that being said, I'm going to introduce Kristen and Kim with SWIRCA, and they're going to say a few words before we delve into the itinerary and the details of the tour.
Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for joining us, kind of in our new norm virtually, for now anyways.
Where they are.
We are so excited for this partnership with Tracy and with Toursy. It's just going to be a phenomenal trip. It really is a bucket list trip, I believe, and we're thankful for Sawyer and happy to meet him, and glad that we're able to have this partnership to be able to provide this trip to all of you. So we're very excited, and thank you, Tracy, and thank you, Sawyer, for helping us. You're right, introduce our folks to travel.
So far, there's Sandy's on Bruno.
Okay, so with that being said, we're going to turn it over to Sawyer. He is with Collette. He is the expert on all things Collette, and he is going to take us into the wonderful world of the Deep South Southern Charm.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all for joining us today, and I appreciate the kind words, Kristen and Tracy. My name is Sawyer Schotz, and I am the Senior Business Manager for Collette. I guess you could kind of almost say the Southeast. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, so I now cover Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, and during the course of the last few months, I have had the pleasure of taking over Indiana, and it's been great to get to work with Tracy, and as I got to meet Kristen and everyone today, it's such a pleasure, and we're certainly excited to talk about one of the great parts of the United States to visit. And if you can't tell over the computer, I have can everyone see my screen? Tracy, is this good?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I live in Nashville, but this is a Georgia twang that I have. So I am born and raised in North Georgia, and certainly excited to send you all to my home state, because I love Georgia, and I love being where I'm from. And I don't maybe have that antebellum coastal Georgia accent. I've got more of the North Georgia choppy, mumbly accent, but you're going to love where the region that you're going to see. And I think Tracy hit the nail on the head, and we'll get into it shortly. But for those, this is Tracy's contact info. If you need anything from her, she will be your point person as far as reservations, questions, anything you might have. She is such an expert as well, and we're in wonderful shape with her.
Tracy Wilson, she's the one, the local, the one that.
The next is we'll see as far as, give me 1 second, I'm going to zoom out one before we can kind of continue on. If I can want to do something really quick.
So in reference to that, yes, I'm the local connection. So I am in Southern Indiana. I live in Mount Vernon. I'm in Evansville all the time. So I will be your connection in terms of making the reservations. If you want to do a pre-tour, a post-tour, if you want to add air upgrades, if you want to do anything with your reservation, any questions about the tour, you would contact me. And then also before the tour, we'll have a pre-departure meeting where we'll go over everything about the tour. You'll have your air schedules and your packets, and we'll go through that.
Perfect. Thank you, Tracy. As I needed to fix something. And then also just want to say a big thank you to SWIRCA for letting Collette play a small part in your incredible programming. It was so fantastic to hear your mission and all the impact you all are doing in your community. So kudos to everyone with SWIRCA, and y'all are doing fantastic work, especially as we're getting through some challenging times. So we're so excited to play a part in getting to send you all over the world. And I don't think there's a better time for next year to maybe stay closer to home, and this will be a perfect fit. But for those that maybe haven't traveled with Collette before, I kind of want to just briefly go over what I want you to expect. We are the oldest tour operator in the United States. We've been doing this over 100 years. The key thing that I want to brag on with Collette is you are traveling with an extremely financially stable, debt-free company. And that's crucial in our industry, especially as it's not been fun the last couple of months. But Colette's always done the right thing and will continue to do that. So you're in perfect hands traveling with us. And this is going to be a full 4-star experience. Your hotels, the club is fantastic. I have stayed in Charleston and Savannah, perfect locations for you to enjoy free time. And you'll never touch the big, heavy 50-pound bag. That'll be dropped off to your rooms and then loaded onto the coach for you. But you are seeing culturally rich part of the United States here. So we'll dive into it, but this is such a special place for you to visit, and you're going to do it with an incredible tour manager that's with you every step of the way. So they're going to love to teach you the history, and there is a ton of it here. But free time recommendations, shopping, restaurants, they know these destinations like the back of their hand. So they'll be so excited to take you on it. And we'll be traveling, the coastal part of the Southeast by first-class motor coach accommodations. And it's truly an inclusive product for you to enjoy. But as Tracy said, this is our Southern charm. And this is I can't think of probably a more leisurely paced, easy, breezy, wonderful domestic location for us. And this will be a 7-day tour, September 26th through October 2nd. My birthday is September 27th. So, if my present doesn't have to be too nice, so don't worry about spending too much on me. But I want you to go all and have a wonderful time, enjoy this incredible destination. And as I mentioned earlier, I grew up in Georgia. I know the heat and the humidity. It is not fun in the middle of the summer. And I think what SWIRCA and Tracy, they picked you out a perfect time of year to go. This will be where it is still warm. It is still nice, but you will not melt like you would if you went in June, July, and August. So you might get some cooler, brisk evenings in the fall. You cannot pick a perfect time of year to go into this destination. And then the other part we want to touch on, as we've all experienced, the challenges that the pandemic has brought on the last few months, we have not felt as optimistic as we do today about the safety and the normality of travel for next year. And the beauty of that is by September, we really don't anticipate any restrictions. The vaccine news is incredible. That is starting very, very soon. We anticipate fall, and specifically domestically fall, you should have no worries, no issues. It's going to feel like it's always been traveling. The projections are we should have full football stadiums by September next year. So if we can have a full 60, 70, 80,000 person football stadium, we're going to be able to go to Southern Charm and do it with all the safety and care of the world. But when we try to jump into the highlights of the itinerary here, again, this is as leisurely pace as you get. We'll start the tour into Charleston, and that's 2 nights in Charleston, 2 nights in Savannah, 2 nights in Jekyll Island, and then we're going to fly out of Jacksonville to get home. You're covering not too much ground. It's short driving distance between each of the destinations, multiple nights in every hotel, tons of free time, and plenty of inclusions as well. So you're going to get to really make the most of your experience here. And I agree with the ladies who spoke earlier. This is a bucket list. And, I don't really sell too much of this tour being in Mississippi and Tennessee. It's kind of driving distance almost. I think the flight makes so much sense, and there's so much value in having the flight included to get down there. The last thing we want to do is put you on a motor coach for a day or two to drive down there, have you take the trip, be worn out by the time it's done, and then have to get on a coach for a day or two and drive home. That does not sound too enticing to me. Why don't we put you on a 2-hour flight and just get you there? That's what we want to do. We want to make this as easy as we can for you. And we will be flying out of Evansville. So we might have a connection. Don't know our flight schedule just yet, but we will get you there as quick as we can, as easy as we can. And again, you just get to show up and enjoy it. That's the beauty of having the flight involved. But we'll start in Charleston. And I love this city so much. I have been multiple times. In my opinion, Charleston is one of the great culinary cities in the United States. It doesn't matter where you're going. I will rank the food in Charleston up against anybody. Southern cuisine, seafood, local flair. It's so walkable. It's so easy. You've got beautiful mansions and palm trees, shopping, King Street. All of this is right a stone's throw from your hotel. So you can't get a better location and destination. And we'll get in that first day. We'll get you into the hotel. And then really day 2, we hit the ground running where we had the opportunity to take a locally guided walking tour. If you want to get some exercise, do some quaint side streets, some, just the history of Old Town Charleston. Or for those that want to get out on the water, we will have a cruise and a panoramic cruise tour that will take you out to the start of the Civil War and into Fort Sumter where the first shots were fired. So if you are a Civil War buff, a history buff, that might be a great fit for you. If you want to see the historic buildings of Charleston, maybe take the walking tour. We'll give you the tour manager will help you any step of the way to pick what's going to be the best fit for you. But just to see these gorgeous buildings that are there from the 1700s, the 1800s that have survived earthquakes, fires, Civil War, you've got it all right here for you to take in and see the colorful homes. All of this is included. Then, of course, we'll take the cruise out to Fort Sumter if you like. That is included. That's an included option for you to choose how you want to do it. Then we'll continue on with some of the must-sees in Charleston. And this is one of the oldest city markets, as you can see, established in 1807 in all of the United States. So wonderful vendors are set up there for any of my people that love to shop. You can knock out some wonderful regional goods. And then we'll take you to Boone Hall Plantation, one of the oldest plantations in all of the United States, to see what that settler history was, the plantation, the older days, the Civil War history. All of this is right here. So it is very much what you would have seen in the olden days in this part of the United States. So you can ask questions, really immerse yourself in that deep South culture and history. And then we got to have a fantastic welcome dinner, and you will love the food in Charleston. Like I said, enjoy yourself and have a wonderful evening. But really what's so nice about this tour is we're going to have some leisure morning. Those that want to go walk and enjoy it, there is coastline everywhere that you're going. Maybe you want to dip your toes in the sand into the water. You're right there into the ocean in Charleston. So you got some free time to explore on your own. We do have the option for a horse and carriage tour with lunch included, if you'd like to do that in downtown Charleston. And then we're going to make our way to another of my favorite places in the Southeast, in Savannah. And when I think of Savannah, you think of these regal, the Spanish moss, the oak trees that have been there for 300-400 years. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous what you see. Hotel location is perfect. You got the downtown Fountain Square, River Street. All of this is right where you're going to be. And you're just going to love it. And people that go, this is a big St. Patrick's Day nation. People travel from all over the world to do this tour. This isn't just something that people from the Midwest or the West Coast do. They will travel from anywhere to do Savannah, Charleston into this region. So that's how popular of a destination that you're going to see. And we'll do it by trolley as well. So we'll have a narrated, inclusive, immersive old Savannah trolley tour that we'll take in and see all of the area for you to explore into the region. And then just take in the homes, the historic districts. I mean, these are mansions. These are gorgeous, gorgeous antique boutique homes. Enjoy yourself and just take in all the beauty that this region has to offer. And you'll have plenty of free time to enjoy Savannah as well. So go shopping, enjoy the sights, the sounds. That's what we love about the leisurely paced part of this tour. And then we do have if you are, as Tracy said, if you love gardens, this is a perfect trip for you as well. So we have an Elegant Gates and Secret Gardens option in your free time. If you want to go see the beautiful gardens of the region, we have an opportunity for you if that's something of your interest. But here's a look into River Street. And what we love about our unique dinner here, we're going to do an immersive cooking demonstration for you. So you're going to learn to make the Southern cuisine, whether shrimp and grits or some of the unique things that come with this region. You'll have that opportunity to do that. So that's a very immersive cooking demonstration for you all to see really the ins and outs of the heart of Southern cuisine. And then I'll kind of wrap up our 2 nights in Savannah, and then we'll make our way down to Jekyll Island. And our stop will be in the St. Simons, which is right there in the heart of the Gold Coast and that part of coastal Georgia. So you got great lighthouses, beautiful scenery. Get into Driftwood Beach, so you'll put your toes in the sand here, enjoy your time walking along the beach and the coastline. And this is a special, special way to end the tour. And we wrap up with a multiple at the world famous Jekyll Island Club Resort. And this is the playground of the rich and famous. So when you go back through our, some of the most well-known wealthy families of the 18th and 19th centuries, the Rockefellers, J.P. Morgans, the Vanderbilts, they all had mansions here. This is where they went to vacation, and they're still up today. So you'll be able to see where all of these famous families of the United States would go and spend their free time and vacation. And when I went and did, and I know Tracy's been here as well, so if you've got any questions about it, we both can really touch on it. But I love the grounds. You're a short ride to the beach. The hotel property staff will take you on a shuttle to a great shopping district and right there along the coastline and the beach as well. But just to see, every room is different. It's got that antique boutique feel to it. And not to bring too much of my personal life into this, but I actually had a wonderful week last week and got engaged. And when I went down a couple of years ago, she was my girlfriend at the time, and I called her and I said, I want to get married at the Jekyll Island Club. This place blew me away. And it was one of the first little forms we filled out to request more information. So this is firmly on the short list for one of the biggest moments of my life of coming. So this might be a potential for that. So that shows you what a special property this really is. And we'd just love to get you there. It's just an experience in itself. You'll love your time here, and we'll explore all of it. You've got Crane Cottage. These are all of the famous homes from the families that we touched on you to see in the landmark district of this region. So for those that have maybe been to Newport or that part of Rhode Island and seen that coastline, very similar for their vacation homes down in the Southeast. So you'll love it. Very leisurely paced here as well. Located right along the intercoastal, and then it's got a short shuttle from the hotel to put you right at the beach if you want to enjoy your free time at the beach as well. But ladies and gentlemen, that's what I love about this trip. It's short, it's easy, it's 2 nights in Savannah, Charleston, and Jekyll Island. The shopping, the food, the scenery, the Southern hospitality, the culture. I am biased. I love it. It's who I am. So for those that haven't had the opportunity to really immerse yourself in the Deep South and in this part of the incredible part of the United States, please take us up on this adventure. And I think what's so great about having SWIRCA and Tracy partner together is you're going to be going with people from your local community and people that you probably know and enjoy the same programmings that you take SWIRCA up on. So we're so excited to have you all do this and one big family and kind of travel. But I'll kind of wrap it up. And if you've got any questions, I know there's a chat box, or I'm happy to unmute yourself and ask, but we'll wrap up. And the key thing coming out, and our insurance was always important. And this is one of the main reasons I feel like Tracy has supreme confidence in Collette and our product, and SWIRCA feels very comfortable partnering with us and promoting it out to its membership. And it's right here. Insurance in the travel industry was always important coming out of the situation we've been the last 8-9 months. It's at a paramount. And when you look at the travel insurance with Collette, it allows you to cancel for any reason up into the day before departure, and you get a full cash refund, no questions asked. We don't ask age. We don't ask pre-existing health conditions. You are fully covered, and that's so key. This is a domestic trip. Medicaid, Medicare, maybe your private insurance, it's going to cover you for medical things. That's great. But to have that cancel for any reason policy is worth its weight in gold. And these are investments for me. These are big trips. These aren't, $400, $300, $600 bus tours. These are high-end, big ticket items. We want you to protect that investment because we all know things can happen and happen out of anywhere. So know that it also will cover you if there is any medical assistance that you might need that's not covered by your insurance, evacuations, trip delays, baggage loss, it's all covered. It's extremely comprehensive. And the other feature that we love traveling with Collette is we're going to pick you up from a central location, and we'll discuss that and disclose that at a later time. I'm not certain exactly where that will be, but we will have you a central location pickup where we will pick you up, take you to the Evansville airport, pick you up and bring you back. So no one's got to get dropped off at the airport. No one's got to pay for parking at the airport. The vacation is going to start at home. And I think that's a wonderful feature for you. So we'll let you know at a later date what that central location will be, and that's included for you at no cost. And then if we've got any loyal Collette travelers, I want to help you save as much as we can. So when you look at our loyalty program, if you have traveled with us, and so we know no one wasn't able to travel in 2020. We've extended all of these out. So if you traveled with us in 2018 or 2019, we want to give you the opportunity to save as much as we can. So we've extended these out to $150 off really within the last 24 months, and it's $100 off within the last 36 months. So we want to help you save and do as much as we can. And then here's kind of a little wrap up slide for you. I know you might not have the information in front of you, but again, our tour is September 26th through October 2nd. The weather, perfect. Time of year as far as getting through the pandemic and feeling safe and comfortable traveling, can't ask for a better time to do it. And here's kind of the key dates for you. We have a $150, what we would call an early booking sign up discount for you. So the pricing I'm about to give you will include that. I've already taken it off for you, but those rates are valid until April 26th of next year. After that date, your rate's going to go up $150. So I want to help you save as much as we can. So if you're traveling with a roommate, each of you in a double room, that would be 2 people to the room. Each of you would pay $3,099. That's including the $150 off. So that's $3,099. And that's land, air, taxes, transfers. That's everything but your insurance. If you are a single, which is not a problem, we love having our singles traveler. If you want your own room, we're happy to take care of that. And that's the single rate, including the $150 off early booking bonus, is $37.99. The deposit is $600. You're due at the time, so that would make the initial payment and deposit $899 per person. And the key thing, we're talking about this in December, and we want to give you plenty of time and put this on your calendar and give you time to think about it. Your deposit and insurance is fully refundable up until April 26th of next year. If you decide to cancel between now and then, you will get every penny back, including insurance. If you cancel after April 26th up into the day before you leave, you will get every penny back except the cost of insurance. April 26th is your insurance premium kick-in date. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's really it for me. Tracy, I don't know if there's anything else you maybe want to touch on while we're kind of on the information slide. And again, please go to Tracy with any questions. I'm happy to put that slide up again with reservations, anything you need. She's going to be there to help anyway. So thank y'all for your time and attention. And if there's any questions, happy to go over. Tracy, if I missed the chat box or anything else you want me to touch on. Thank y'all for your attention.
Well, thank you, Sawyer. That definitely gets all of us excited for that type of a tour. I'm very excited. You touched on the leisurely pace, and I know some of you out there are wanting to go. Just know that, for instance, at Jekyll Club, they have bikes, they have different things, and that's what having a professional tour manager is nice, because if you want to be more active or less active, they, as Sawyer said, know the area like the back of their hand and can make those suggestions. As in terms of the hometown pickup, Sawyer mentioned, meaning that we'll have a motor coach ready to take you to pick you up and take you to the airport on departure, get you there in plenty of time, and then be ready for you on your return to take you back. That is actually going to be at SWIRCA. We have partnered for, I believe this is our 12th tour. So you don't have to use the hometown pickup, but it's available. And it's a nice option to park your car safely at SWIRCA at no charge, and then be whisked off by motor coach or sedan over to the airport. And just also so you know, I will be contacting each of you with these details as well. I'll send you a brochure. It'll have the reservation form. It'll have the details. And I'll also send you the recording of this travel show that we're having right now that you can send to family and friends, which also, to let you know, we price it out of Evansville EVB for the convenience of the majority of our travelers, but we can get air out of any gateway. So if you have family or friends in other areas of the United States, I'm happy to get information on their air quote for them, and they can fly and then meet you at the destination.
Perfect.
And I think that's all the notes I've taken. Is there anyone who has a question?
I have a question on the meals. I know there's only like 9 meals included.
Yes.
Are those usually dinner meals? And then, do the hotels provide breakfast free or just,
Yeah.
that kind of makes a difference in price, of course.
No, it's a great question. So what we'll do is we really at Collette like to do about half of your meals or so. That's kind of a baseline for us. I mean, and so when you look at half of your dinners and then all of your breakfast are included.
Okay.
And a lot of times what we do is, we'll have breakfast for you included at the hotel. And then really during touring during the day, everyone's got a little different mindset. Some of you are going to get a quick sandwich and go shopping and go see something maybe that wasn't included or just to walk around. Others are going to have a more sit down, leisurely paced, multi-course meal. Who knows? So we give you that freedom to kind of customize the experience. And, then we'll include about half of your dinners. We'll always have the welcome and the farewell dinner, and we'll have dinner in Savannah as well. But, for us, we want to get you out into the area, eat the local restaurants and the cuisine. I don't want you feeling like you're going to be eating out of the dinner at the hotel banquet room. That's not what the experience at Collette is. But at the same time, I love that this is our mentality is we don't want to include every dinner for you. You are in as good of culinary places as there are in the United States. Go out and enjoy yourself, try different things. And, maybe you had a worn out day and you went go, 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 and you just want to put your feet up and go to bed. Others, hey, go out and enjoy yourself. And every hotel's in great. I mean, there are hundreds of restaurants all located right near the hotel. So you can't get for an ease of getting to fantastic food. It's all right there for you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, ma'am.
And on the brochure that I'll be sending you, it actually tells you what days and what meals are included each day.
Okay.
And along with that, with the meals that are included, if anybody has any special needs, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, we can easily accommodate that. So when you fill out the reservation form, we'll take that information then as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions?
And I don't see anything in the chat. I think that is it. So Tracy, I'll let you finish up, but I just want to say thank you for your time and attention. Have a wonderful holidays. We are so excited to hopefully have you travel with Collette and Tracy and everyone with SWIRCA. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, so I appreciate it. Thank you, SWIRCA and Kristen and Kim, and thank you for everybody for joining. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
You too.
Merry Christmas.
Bye. Take care.
So, bye-bye.